Here, spoken and written English course from Salim English. In that situation, you have to provide the certificate. And in that situation, in these classes, here is 9 students have completed their spoken and written course in second batches. And for today, I would like to express their own opinion in front of the audience about Bashar.
Because you relatives are the most, because when a relative come into my house, then he asked me that, hey, what's your roll number? What can I say in this time? What's my roll number? And what's my roll number? I said that I to the primary level my roll number is 70. So for being a roll number 70 student, I feel very much shame in that time, because my roll number is very much low. And the boy of the relatives, wow, topper in the class, the mostly high student in the class, roll number 1 student, but I'm 70. And I'm 70, so how could I will say that? I feel very shame. I said, 70. My voice is very much low in that time, because my roll number is low. Then when I said that, oh, 70, so please memorize the thing, memorize the whole book. My son memorized the whole 20 book. When she said that, I can't say anything, because he's my relative. But into my heart, into my brain, I said that when I will meet with a boy, then I will see that how good a student he is. So students, now our generation student. There's a documentary from my television. In the documentary, when I see the documentary, then I think that what is going on it is a student who has been given the PSC exam. PSC exam, he don't know what's the full name of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. He don't know what's the father's name of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, because he memorized those things. And after the PSC exam, she only stand into the she or he only started to sitting into the bed and using mobile phone. But when you will learn that thing about Bangabandhu, then you can say that, because you know about Bangabandhu. But memorizing, then you don't know about Bangabandhu, you memorize about Bangabandhu. So, my dear friend, I have to tell you that, please learn a thing, not memorize it. Yeah, you will memorize a few of things, like at first memorizing, then learning. So, I would say parents, in here the father and mother, who are there, I want to tell them, please, make your son like that, he learn a thing, not memorize a thing. So guys, that's all about my topic, and time to give a special thanks to my director and the day program English for giving me the opportunity to say about that. That's all guys.
Yes, I would like to request the guardians of Basha. I would like to know guardian Basha Baba. Basha Baba ki invite. I would like to request.
Now I like to request my another coursemate.
No, of course, but guardians. Guardians of Basha.
Guardians.
How Basha? Basha.
Bashar.
Please come on.
Please come on the dais.
Okay, please, clap. And कुछ बोलो, सर्टिफिकेट द्वारा. सर्टिफिकेट द्वारा कुछ बोलो.
अरे आलादा होचे.
Okay, dear audience, now studying giving the certificate in front of all the participants, and I think that you will be inspired about him or her, because of they have completed the course of Selim English, and after completing the course of Selim English, they have received their certificate. Actually, certificate doesn't fact, but they can speak in English, they can write down in style in English. This is the fact. In that purposes, we are providing the certificate to Habib Bashar. Thank you. And you know that they obtained A plus, 90 above class, 90 above mark in out of 100. And his performance is very good, his body language is very good, and also process they are providing the A plus. Okay, thank you. Okay, beards for him.
Now I would like to request my another coursemate Gloria. Please come on the desk and give your speech.
Thank
thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity to tell something. So today I'm going to talk about nothing is impossible for us. Actually, if we are thinking, look like our about this spoken word. If we are thinking that it isn't our mother tongue, this is our average language, then it is impossible for us. We can't speak. Look like can we speak in another language? It is really impossible for us because if you have no confidence, if you have practice, then nothing is impossible for us. Because practice makes a man perfect. You should practice much and much, then you can do anything. Look like that. I will. In here, somebody is thinking that if you want to nothing is impossible, can you kick this ball and by one kick you will break this ball? Is this possible? Obviously, if I practice much, then nothing is impossible for us. All things is possible for this situation. For any kind of situation. So today I'm going to talk about a great person. His name is Corlin. He was the great person in 1938. In that time, he was the world champion shooter in the whole world. And in this for his practice and confidence, he can he made his right hand to best shooter of right hand. Then after 1 year, before 1 year of that Olympic game, all know that he will be on that Olympic game. But in 1939, he was army. That's why he had to go for training. And into that training, he was gone. But for some reason, like one gun, when he is shooting, one gun is blast into his right hand. That's why he have lost his right hand. But what will he do? We have only two options. That live from goal, and another is nothing is impossible. 90% people are choose number one option, and 10% people are choose that. And Carly is also choose that nothing is impossible for me. I will make my left hand into 1 year perfect, and I will be on that Olympic game into shooting. But after 1 month, he had to. After 1 month, he was. After 1 month, he is perfect. He is healthy. He was admitted into a hospital. After that month, he is starting his practicing. And after that time, he was gone. That is moving. He was moving at in a national shooting competition, and he was going there. And everybody is really support him and said that. Salute to you. You have lost your one hand. You have lost your right hand, but you have come to cheer us. Thanks a lot. But at the time he was tell, I'm not coming to cheer you. I will participate into this game. And he was on that game. And after that, the Olympic game. There is coming a cyclone with a tornado. And for this thing, that Olympic game is cancelled. And after 4 years, into 1944, he was thinking that was my bad luck. My luck isn't support me. But don't worry, I will participate into that after that Olympic Games. But in that time, there is a nearby place. So much nearby place that is burned by a fire. That's why that Olympic game is also cancelled. At the time, he was so much sad and break down into his mind. So much he was break down. And after that, after 4 years, in 1948, he was there is moving an Olympic game, and he was a practice match. But when he have listened that this Olympic game will be held, at the time he was starting his practice, and he was on that game. Look like by this example, we can know that if we practice to do anything, then nothing is impossible for us. So that's all my information.
Okay, so review.
Let me thank you, Ismat Jahan Doraya. Actually, she already said in front of you at the beginning of the time. I want to ask some question to her, and they will give the answer smoothly. And once upon a time, when I come on this institution, and after coming on this institution, I was sharing my knowledge in front of the students. In that time, I think that I want to say something about her and about some students. And in that time, I want to say to you that her presentation and her expression and her body language and her information is so much high to communicate in English in front of the audience. And in that purposes, from today, she has got a plus out of 100. And to come on this dais, to our guardian, to come on this dais and give the certificate to her. Please come on this dais.
ऑडियंस का साउंड प्रॉब्लम फील करता है আমি কমেন্ট করছি না এটা বলবো সাউন্ড পাচ্ছি না বলছেন না মাইক্রোফোন থেকে কাজ করতে পারেন
So everybody please.
এটা সাউন্ড ভালো লাগছে
Okay, class please. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your nice speech. Ladies and gentlemen, please clap for Nuria.
Oh, class.
Now I would like to request my another host like myself, please come to the this by the speech.
Thank you, Tasmia, for giving the chance to say something on this topic about my film. So at first to all say my cordial salam, assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and other for Hinduism person, and welcome for others. So this is Isam Father speaking from Burda High School in class 7, and I am a resource officer in English. So today I want to share my speech about our artificial sun made by China and our universe. So let's begin about that. So at first we learned that what is the sun? So sun is the most powerful thing in our universe. And for the sun, we got the sunlight in our day. And for the sun, like our food, our fruits and rice are made. And for the sun, we can eat these things. But our scientists of China, they are research about that. When the some millions of years ago, so our sun is dead like another sun. So there are research that there is not only one sun, there are million and million suns in our universe. So there are research about also that some of the suns are cold, some of the suns are dead in this time, and when this sun also dead. So what we do? What about our peoples? The people are dead in this time. So for this they are make artificial sun. So for this artificial sun, about another suns are dead. So like they are cooled. So when they are cooled like so there are ice has come in our world, and for this ice under our world under the ice. So for this ice also that they are make this, and for make this artificial sun, they are use hydrogen deuterium, and we all know that hydrogen deuterium is so harmful for us because when that's coming to the natural air, so that's harm our people. So I think so that in the 2017, another artificial sun is made by Germany. In here, Germany make the artificial sun, but that's not success. And they are also research about that. No, nothing is stay in our universe. All things are dead in our universe, like our sun, our earth, and so in here, when our earth our earth is damaged, and that is dead. So they are got a mission to Mars mission. We all know that there are only 6 missions are successful in the Mars, and when our earth is dead, so we go to the Mars. And like this, I don't know about this. I don't know about it so clearly. So I think so that when this sun is dead, so we can't live in this world. So in here they are make the artificial sun. And now in here one question. So our sun is so big. So how it is stay in a lab? So they are stay in a lab because they are use one technology in here. The technology's name is nuclear fusion. In here nuclear fusion technology is used for this. Because with the nuclear fusion in here, nuclear fusion when that's in the natural area, so that's got a big position and that's got a place of our natural sun. And when that's in the lab, that's not a natural area. We all know that lab is a extraordinary place in here. And when that's coming the natural air, so that's go to the big way. And big way for this big way, so for this big way. That's also that's our artificial sun is so important for us. And for this make this thing, so our mind is the main things because when the earth is made, so there is who is the first person in this earth. They don't know how to live in this world. They don't know any idea in here. But in this time in here they are make artificial sun. So can you imagine that how many advances our people brain, how many advances our mind. So in the future, I think so that in the future they are develop many things for this art, for our world. And in here, so far in this, there are research also that the moon is also dead one time, and they are make artificial moon. And the sun is artificial sun are also like our natural sun. They are in 20 second that gives 16 crore beat from us, and that's artificial sun is 10 step more give us heat from our real sun. And for this sun we can got our foods, our eating things like rice, fruits, many things we can eat. And in our Bangladesh that's the rice. The rice is the main thing. But when there are only no sun, no rice, so what we eat? Only fruits. But fruits is not like because sunrise is the main thing. Shining of the sun, that's the main things. And when there are no sun, so in there are no foods, nothing, and so they are make the artificial sun. And about the moon, so we all know moon give us light in the night. No, we all know that. And when there is no moon, so what gives the light? So in here the moon don't got any type of light. And in the day, the moon got the light from the sun. And when the day is finished, so that in the night that's got the light from the sun, that give us in our earth. And from this, the moon earth give us the light in the night. So I think so that please respect the people mind, please respect the scientist brain, because our brain is the most thing. And advance your brain and more and more. You are not a memorizer, you are a learner. So I think so that with a learn we can do anything. So nothing is impossible in our world, in our planet, in our universe. So universe, in here we all know our galaxy's name is Milky Way galaxy. And in here Milky Way galaxy is so big. And some years ago, million and million years ago, our Milky Way galaxy and Andromeda. Our Andromeda galaxy are collide each other, and they are make our planet Mars, our planet Moon, not planet Moon, our Earth. So like this, our things are make. So I think so that for this people, when we can't make this type of things, so we can dead in here. So please respect all the person, please respect all the people minds. So that's all my information about today's topic, and assalamualaikum and lots of you all.
Okay, thank you. Actually, we are so much motivated for this communication on spoken and written English. And already we have mentioned that all of the participants whose performance is so much good. And not only for that, because of they have to do something about the country's people, and they have to do something about his family, and in that purposes they have completed their spoken and written courses. And I would like to give special thanks for his fathers and for his mothers who are coming or who are taking the decision to come to Salim English and to complete the course on spoken and written English. And from today I have to say something about SM Faisal Ahmed. I think that his performance is good and his communication and he already said in front of the audience about some topics and the most of the topics information is informative and that's why he has got the A class out of 100. In that purposes, I would like to come on this dais to his father to come on this dais and sharing his feelings in front of the audience. Please come on this dais.
Class.
Thank you very much for your nice speech. Ladies and gentlemen, please clap for myself. Now I would like to request my elder brother Raihan, please come up there and deliver your speech.
Okay. I first take my Korean salam, Assalamu alaikum, and other for Hindu religion person. And I want to give thanks to Tasmia for inviting me. So now I will share my topic. My topic is about sports, about three generation sports. So now I want to start. So at first, sports is also a fashion. Somebody is choosing for their fashion. Some and these sports, our sports, we get our health. It make our health. In now, in today, our children, our friends, play they play the online games or mobile games, but they didn't want to play outside. So why this happened? It's happened for not the children are responsible for this. The parents are responsible for this because you think that I will give them the kids, but I didn't give them the place. I didn't give them the ground. Even you give them the ground. So if you didn't give them the partner, you give them the small partner. Like he is in 14 years old and you give him 8 or 9 years old children. So how can they play with them? They can't play with them because they need 3 or 4 partners to play. And even if you don't give them the ground, if you give them the partner, then they didn't play. Their mind didn't stay into the online games. Their mind will stay into their friends. They want to talk with their friends. And now, in today, I want to say about the sport. So there are many kinds of sports in our world. And if he can for the sports, we enjoy the sports in every year. And after 4 years, we get the World Cup. Yes, we are all exciting for the World Cup. The coming World Cup in cricket, our country is a team who is strong, but they didn't get any kind of cup because they didn't give the performance, the best performance in the cup. They give the performance into the IPL or BPL because they gave the money by there, but they didn't want to prove that their country get the cup. But not only all cricketers. And about football, we didn't support our team. We support the another teams, like someone like the Brazil and someone like Argentina and someone like France. But they didn't support Bangladesh because they didn't get chance in World Cup. How can they get chance? Because you didn't support them. And about the Brazil and Argentina, we talked with our friends about this and about the flags. When the World Cup will come, then our flags is little, our Bangladesh flags is little, and the Argentina and Brazil flags are big. You already you saw that. And now about the racing and about the boxing. Boxing is also a sport, but we get harmed by these sports. And into the boxers, if they feel angry, then they attack to the audience also. They not only stop by the attacking in the boxers because they want to finish them. They want to show their fitness. They want to show their power in that time. They didn't control their mentality in their mentality. So in that time, their government police will go there, but they hit them also. But they get the bail in 1 day or 2 days because they are celebrity. You should know that only the actors are not celebrity. The sportsman is also celebrity. When the Cristiano Ronaldo or Neymar will go to the line, then you all finish their work. They want to see their face into the live by face to face. You are comment with their into the live chat, but they didn't reply that because how there are many people give the comments. So how much people will give the reply? So you think that they are, what can I say? They feel that they are good player. They are rich. So they didn't reply or comment. But that's not true. In the past time, they are poor. About the Cristiano Ronaldo, his father is a sweeper in that time. He cleaned the roads. But now he is a #1 sportsman in football. And about Dhoni, yes. And if you want to choose your passion about sportsmen, then your parents, your friends didn't want that because they think you need a politician or you need a powerful person to get chance into the national team. But it's not true. You need only the skill. You didn't need the money. So how can the MS Dhoni, Sachin Tendulkar, they get chance into the national team? Because they get chance because they have the skill. And about the films, they are making films about their life. For we should inspire by them. And about that time, and about this, I want to say that you not need the money. You only need your skill. You only need in performance. So now about racing. We race into the road, not in the road track. You feel inspired by the racings, but if not useful into the real life about the movies. You saw the Ghost Rider or Venom, then you can see the movies. They stand like they pull a bystander, but they are not on stand because they are in the actors. But why you stand into the road for their stand? The road accident tend to be increasing every year. For instance, we get the problems. If you imagine that you drive a bike you drive a bike 400 or 400 kilometers per hour. I talk about super bikes. So then your another one drive 40 kilometers per hour. So he is responsible for the accident, or you is responsible for the accident. And about us, we only wants to show up the Bangladesh. If you have the money, then you want to buy the cars. And about the super bikes, in the H2R is the #1 in the place in the world. So in that time you want to buy that, but you didn't get the money. So about only the few percent of Bangladesh get the money to buy that because they have the more black money. So what should they do about the black monies? They buy the cars or bike to what can I say? To spend the money. But and about the cycles, you know the #1 cycle is cost is 9 lakh taka. Is 80 kilometer per hour speed in motor, and in pedal is 40 kilometer per hour speed. But the poor people didn't get money to buy that because they are because the rich people who didn't give their human rights, they didn't give the money in the company, they didn't give the money. So that's all. I only advise to give their money to the to your workers. Okay, that's all. My information about that.
Okay, special thanks for Raihan for presenting in front all of you and give the expression in front all of you about some selected topics. And also at the beginning time I have to say something about you. What's your feelings about selling English and how can you improve your English speaking or efficiency or fluency? And this method is so much suitable for the people of all ages or not. I think that you will give the answer that type of questions in front of all audience. And also you know that at the beginning of the time I have to say to you that certificate doesn't have, but this is your identity. This is your identity. This is your identity, and also you have completed the course of selling English, and you can say something about the people. Actually, I have completed my course on spoken and written English, and I can perform all of the audience on very fluently on spoken English. But at the beginning of the time, I have to say to you that nothing is impossible to willing mind. Nothing is impossible to willing mind. That's why, if you want to be a good speaker in English, at first you can influence yourself, and if you can influence yourself, you can change your life. And if you imagine that, then you can improve your life day by day. And from today, Mohammad Raihan Rahman, they have got A plus out of 19.
Some of our current OC Shangro.
And also, you know that they are the inserts songs of Mandapudela. And in that purposes, they always try to give the security in that Upodela's people. And from today, I'd like to request to our ma'am to come on this dais and to give the certificate of Raihan.
Because his guardians is accepted.
Because this guardian, they assured to that they will come on this institution, but some of the reasons they cannot attend the program. And in that purposes, our ma'am will give the certificate to him.
Please. Well.
Thank you very much for your nice speech. Ladies and gentlemen, please clap for Raihan. Now I would like to invite my other close friend, Mahi. Please come over there and deliver your speech.
Assalamualaikum everyone, and I would like to thank at first I would like to thank our anchor for inviting me here to say something. Actually, at first I have to welcome you. At first I have to greet you for Juma Mubarak. Today is Juma day, and we don't have enough time, so I would like to finish my lecture very shortly. And here is the certificate giving ceremony of us. So here I will not speak about any other topics. Here I will speak about my experiences and some little bit of my advices to the new person. And so the experience. Here this journey in selling English of mine is very rich in experiences. Here I have got a very nice teacher like Selim sir. I have got very much fluent my course mates. So here the experience is totally nice, and the experience, if you want to feel this experience, you have to come to selling English. So here the thing what I will say is about the advice. You can just learn how to speak by reading books. You can learn how to speak by reading grammars, memorizing them, or you can just speak English by watching English videos. No, it's not possible. You need a partner. You need to be rich in vocabularies. You have to practice and practice, more practice. The thing you have to do is only practice. First of all, I have to say that many of us knows how to speak Hindi, but it's not our mother language, or we don't have any books of Hindi. So how could we learn that? At first, from the childhood, we just watch cartoons like Obi, Motu Batlu, many more others. Their language is Hindi as their mother tongue. But we don't have Hindi as our mother tongue. But we still can talk to them in Hindi. We play BGMI, PUBG or Free Fire, we can just easily talk with our teammates in Hindi. Why? Because we practiced that and we watched and we researched that language. How can we speak? So we have to do that same thing. We have to learn vocabularies. First of all, many of vocabularies. We all have our mobile phones, and in our mobile phone there is Google, and everybody knows Google. If you want to say something in English, but the English is not coming in your mind, just go, approach Google. He will give the correct answer. Memorize that. Then again, go approach. He will again answer the correct answer. So when you will do this, every day by day, you will just memorize one sentence, then another one sentence. Here, by memorizing those sentences, by practicing them, you will have a basic level of English, basic level of English foundation. You can communicate the basic things. By the time and the time passes, you can speak English very well by practicing that. And another tip, the tip is when you memorize a verb or when we memorize a word, we memorize it that it is noun or adjective or pronoun, then memorize the meaning. But I would rather suggest that you should not memorize by only the meaning. You have to memorize that word or practice that word with a sentence. Like you have learned a new word, eat. It means khai. So when you memorize that thing, it means khai. You may forget that in the next period. But when you will memorize that, I eat rice. Mane ami bhat khai. Then you will, whenever you eat rice, you will remember that the English of eating is the English of khai is eating. Eat. So it will help you to remember a word for long terms. So memorizing the words with their sentences are very effective. And another thing, you have to talk or you have to imitate. We know that monkeys are great imitators, and that's why they learn many things from humans and they can do many things. So you, although you are not a monkey, you are human, but you have to imitate. Imitate what? You have to imitate other speakers. When they are speaking, you have to copy their speech, but not fully. If they are saying that my name is, imagine my name is Raihan, then when you will imitate his speech, you will say my name is, then your name. Then when he is saying that I go to that school, then when you are imitating or copying that, you will say that I go to the school of yours. Like you will copy but not fully copy. And in this process, you learn the grammar automatically. How do the babies learn? They learn how their mother speaks, how their father speaks, and the grammar quite comes with that. They don't memorize any grammar. Have you memorized how to speak Bangla with grammars? No, you all know how to speak Bangla. Why? Because you have seen your mother, father speaking in Bangla. So just by speaking them Bangla, we can learn Bangla? No, but we all have a skill in our human mind that whatever we see, we learn. A man who doesn't know Spanish or German, but when he goes to Germany or Spain, he just works with other, then he learns how to speak Spanish or how to speak German, because he watches them, he sees them, everybody is talking in that language. Then with the basic level of communication which everyone can do with their signs, with their movements, he learns that how to talk in Spanish. Day by day, by talking with them in Spanish, now he can speak the Spanish like the citizens of there. So by watching another person or by watching the people in front of you, you can easily learn grammar. So I would never suggest that just go and buy heavy books and read the book and memorize that. No, by this you can just pass the exam. By this you can just write what's a noun, what's a pronoun. But in the real life perspective, if you have to use a noun, then you will totally forget that what is a noun, what is pronoun, it doesn't matter there. You will just speak what is noun. But if you don't know what is the connection between noun and a name of something, then you couldn't even tell that what is rice. Rice is a noun. You cannot even tell that because you have just memorized what is noun, but you have no idea about that in your real life. So I would suggest that memorize the word with the sentence, copy other speech, talk to yourself, Try to yourself when you are alone, talk to some partners. If you don't have any partner, then I would suggest you that everybody has phone. In that phone, maximum version is 7.0 or upper than that. There in the 7.0 version, Google has a thing named Google Assistant. You can just turn on the assistant, have a chat with her. She will give proper answers to your chat, and by this you can practice English with Google Assistant. She talks very fluently also, and she can give any type of answer of your questions. So these things, if you follow them, your success in English is 100% sure. So I would not like to enlarge my speech because we don't have enough time. I would like to finish my speech here. Thank you everyone.
Okay, thank you, Fardin Omar Mahi. Actually, he is not a Mahi Mahi, but he is only Mahi. And also, at the beginning of the time, I have to say to you that he is not a good speaker in English, but he is a good anchor. So high, and he already suggested you how to be a good speaker in English, how to be a good writer in English, what kind of book do you read, and what type of information you have to collect through Google and different types of media, and especially you have to need a partner to be a good speaker in English or to be a good writer in English. So without be a good partner, you cannot increase your knowledge day by day. That's why I think that you have completed your course of spoken and written English in Salim English. But you have to communicate with each other. If you try to speak in English among your friends, with your friends, and when you get a spare time, just you can not only for conducting directly, but also you can talk with your friends over mobile phone. And that's why you know that he's got A plus out of 100, and he's the best performance, and we will give the prize from today. Special thanks for him, and I would like to request to our ma'am to come on this desk and to give the certificate to him.
Okay, please come on the sheet. Guys, and nine, आपने এইগুলি বাবা মাকে নিয়ে আসতে হবে দূরে আসলে তো ঝাড়বো কিন্তু ঝাড়বো কেন আসলেন খালি ব্যায়াম কতগুলো বাচ্চা মা এগুলো করা যায়
পাবনায়
ইন্ডিয়া Okay, class please.
Thank you very much for your nice speech. Ladies and gentlemen, please hand up for now I would like to request another horseman, Rafida. Please come up there and deliver your speech.
Please come on the desk and deliver your speech. Children will know.
First of all, I pay my hearty respect to the chief guest and as well as beloved parents, and special thanks to Tasmia for giving me the chance to say something about us, and warm wishes to my course mate. So this is Rafida speaking, and I'm a student of Salim's English. Now it's a very important day for us because it's a farewell day for us. And now for this, now I'm having the mixed feeling of emotions and nervousness. But we know that time and tide wait for none, so we must go ahead because our future is waiting for us. I don't want to speak any topic, but Sir has said I have to say about a topic. So I have chosen a very easy but a very essential topic, that is illiteracy. So you can think that it's a very common topic, but ask your mind, are you aware of it? Am I aware of it? So we all know that education is the reflection of our character. character, and it's a backbone of a nation, but on the other hand, illiteracy. So at first, what we have to learn what is illiteracy. Illiteracy means the state of being illiterate. If a man cannot read and write, he will be illiterate. And we know that in our country, the literacy rate of our country is very disappointed. And when we see it maybe the 60% of illiterate people in our country and 40% of literate people in our country. Just imagine that there was a literate father and there was a illiterate father. The literate father has a guard, also the illiterate father has a guard. The literate father thinks that, oh, my guard is now just in class 8, so he thought that this is the time for hard study, and he thinks a lot of for hard guard. But on the other hand, the illiterate father, he thought that, oh my God, my girl is in class 8 and they have a lot of, she has a lot of age, and now she has to get married. She has to get married. So he thinks that, she has to get married. Just think that the literate father and the illiterate father, and think yourself what we are doing. And I think so that if we are literate, our country will be great, digitalized. We know that poverty and poor economy plays the main role, and for this, our country is developing, not the developed country. If we are our country developed, we have to come forward to reduce the illiteracy, and government also should come forward to reduce the illiteracy. And if all the men is literate of a country, I think so that there will create a very create a very congenial atmosphere everywhere. So that is it for today. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Rafsida Jannat. She gives the presentation in front of the audience, and she is a very best performer among the girls. And also, you know that she said in front of all of you, education is the reflection of our character. But you think that we will come to here to sharing my knowledge, not only for that, but we are here for learning something. But as the students of different types of institution, in that situation, you can imagine yourself. Actually, what was your position? What is your position? What will be your position? Just after that, you can change your life. A lot of students who are staying at your home, but among them, you are come on Selim English and to complete your spoken and written course. In that's why she or he is come on this dance, and after coming on this dance, he or she delivered his speech in front of them fluently.
Yes.
That's why I think that you can change your life within a very short time, and not only for that, but you can do something about your local people, about your society, about our country, and because of you have to contribute to our country. In that purposes, Rafiza Zanda, she has got A plus out of 100 and above 9 plus marks.
Oh, now.
Among them, she is the best performer among the girls.
Yes.
And that's why she is guarded, is not present here. And in that purposes, our Selim sir will give the awarded certificate to her.
Okay. Marshal, please. Everybody please, it is Niti. আর কয়েক মিনিটের মধ্যে আমাদের স্মৃতি আমাদের কাছে চলে যাবে। ওকে ক্লাস
Thank you very much for your nice speech. Ladies and gentlemen, please clap for
Last speaker.
রাফিজা জান্নাত।
Rafita Jannat.
ওকে ক্লাস
Next speaker, Mahia. And now I would like to take up my another person, Mahia.
ওকে
Let's get the Vijay.
Thank you, Tasnia, for inviting me. I first take my cordial salam, assalamu alaikum, and adab for Hindu religions. This is Mustari Khanum Mahia speaking. Today my topic, food problem of Bangladesh and remain. Food is the first basic human need and the main food of Bangladesh is rice. Also
That's all.
That's all.
Okay. Thank you,
Thanks, sir.
dear
Thanks, sir.
scholar. Actually, today is Jumma day, and due to our time, we have to finish our program within a very short time. And at the last participant, Mustarif Khanum Mahia,
Yes.
she has got a grade out of her class, and you know that you have to improve your English efficiency day by day, and you have to practice every day. You have to practice with your friends, with your relatives, when you come to selling English, and your classmates who have completed the course to you. Obviously, you have to connected with your friends. And from today, I'd like to request to give the certificate our honorable course teacher, Selim sir. You have to provide the certificate.
Please, thank you for your please. Sir. Mahia তুমি বাবা মাকে নিয়ে আসো। Okay, class. Assalamualaikum warahmatullah. Yes. So, thank you very much for watching this live class. And I would like to give thanks to my little actor, Hasmiya. So little, that's why she has made some mistakes and taking a pardon. So today I will not give a speech. Today our honorable sir, he has come from Russia, director of Raihan's FM method. So today we will hear some important speech and he will end today's program. Okay? Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum. First of all, I would like to express my opinion in front of all of you. And from today, some participants who are attending to this program and they have completed their spoken and written course of selling English. In that purposes, you have achieved your knowledge, you have fill up your target, and after achieving your knowledge, you have to give the exam from this institution and got a certificate of selling English. But I have to say to you that nothing is impossible to everyone. But it is possible to you. In that purposes, you have got a certificate of selling English. And today's our last program. And once upon a time, you know that you have completed your course of spoken and written English and you have got a certificate. And I am very pleased with you because when you students in class 7 or 5 or 6 and after completing your 6, 7 and 5 in the pandemic situation you have completed your spoken and written course. And this course will be so much helpful in your next classes. As like as when you completed your SSC and ACC program, medical, varsity and engineering program, I believe that you can communicate with your friends very easily in English, you can write down in any situation in English. And for today I am ending my last speeches to you, and I am special thanks to our Selim sir and to our Selim brother who invited to me to conducting the program in front of all of you. And I also come to this institution sometime to conducting my class in front of all of you. No more today, please pray for us and pray for them, and I pray for all of the participants. Future will be bright day by day. Thank you everybody, thank you all. Somewhere.